don't really think that Africa is any different to any other regions of the world. And the issues that a multinational will have to consider when investing in Europe, Asia, Latin America would be similar. I guess Africa may be unique in some areas, and maybe those are the areas that we could talk about today.
Okay, so in light of this, how would you advise multinationals?
With every investment, I would expect that every multinational will have to do a bit of planning. And when I talk of planning is if you're looking to start up a new business, always you would want to know as to what are the tax implications of you starting business in a particular territory. And you would do your homework before you actually set up operations. And at the same time, if, for example, you're looking into acquiring an existing business, you would want to know as to what are the tax implications if you're buying assets or you're acquiring shares. You would want to know what the implications of that exercise would be. And with every investment, I would have thought, you want to know what the tax issues are on acquisition. Absolutely. And also what would be the implication during the life of the investment. If at a later stage you decide to disinvest in a particular territory, you need to know upfront, when you do that, what would be the tax implication. And when I talk of disinvestment, for sure you will have to consider issues like capital gains tax and that you will have to deal with at the end of the day.
Okay, to the East African region. What important or interesting issues emanated there from which multinationals should be aware of? And you might want to look at aspects in Kenya or Tanzania and Uganda. Do you want to just discuss that?
I think we all know with every budget speech, I think there's always pressure from the government to collect as much revenue as they can. And in some instances, revenue authorities have to find a way of filling the gaps that could have been created as a result of loss in revenue in one area. And therefore, the typical issues is you would find that revenue have got the intention of collecting more taxes than they would have done. At the same time, they will also do something to try and attract investments into their jurisdiction. Like, for example, if I look at Kenya, I think what came out during the budget recently was that in the past, dividends received by financial institutions were exempt from tax. And I get the sense that I think there are pressures to collect revenue, and one of the proposals during the budget speech was to do away with that exemption. So therefore, financial institutions who were deriving benefit on investing in companies where the income stream will be dividend now will face a challenge because they will now have to pay tax, and that would probably have an impact on their effective tax rate at the end of the day.
Thank you, Rendani. That's unfortunately all we have time for tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for the week. If you need more information about this interview, please take a look at the new tax issue of the Tax Talk magazine, or you can log on to their website at taxtalk.co.za. You can also reach Tax Talk on 0861 829 825. Until next week, goodbye.